Have you ever desired so much to leave poverty? And I don't just mean abject poverty, because by the time you're watching this, you're probably above that, but the poverty of choice limitation. Have you ever felt how wealth is so demonized? Well, today we find a middle ground. One of my favorite reads in the first big lockdown, given to me by my financial mentor, Is Your Thinking Keeping You Poor by Douglas Kruger. Okay, I must say Douglas's look on the cover is compelling. I mean, man, yes, the truth is, people don't usually go flashing their wealth, but well, he looks the part. Let's face it, we have the bias that all white people in Africa are well off, and it's usually not far from the truth. But he begins his story from a lower middle class struggling family to being a trainer with more control of his finances, not only the survivalist life trying to pay bills, which he did experience at a point. That feels super relatable. Truth is, it could be true or false. The thinking adjustments made are worth a try. The worst case scenario is it doesn't work out for you and we try something else. But among his 50 ways of debunking financial myths, I picked 5 and put my understanding with them as well into play. So, subscribe to this channel for more content on financial literacy. So, let's get to number 1. Say yes to a task, figure out the how later. This was honestly the biggest lesson for me. I practiced it most while I was at KSK. You receive an assignment, have no idea where to start. You feel there's someone more qualified to do this than you. But guess what? If I say yes and decide to figure it out, I shall go above and beyond to know the start, the end, and the steps in between. He talks about it in business. If you don't accept an opportunity to, let's say, a supply of a very huge order that could get in more money, it ends there and then. But if you take it on, you can navigate the challenges, still get paid, and improve your credibility. It's a risk, but question is, are you more afraid of what could go wrong or staying where you are forever? It's still a challenge for me even after seeing it work several times, but I do not give myself a lot of time to hesitate. He frames it as, don't be crippled by caution. Inaction will never lead to wealth. Drivers outperform non-drivers, and they pass pivot points on the way to wealth creation. Number 2, your prosperity now or in the future doesn't impoverish others, at least not always. One, I highly resonated with Mr. Kruger, as we both have Christian backgrounds where it is a sin to steal and rob others for your own benefit. It's even a commandment, number 8 in the Bible. So we can get wealthy without destroying others, but actually giving them products and services or charity in return. Brief point, but it gets you to pursue financial prosperity without unnecessary guilt. Number 3, you're not unsuccessful if you face problems. Be concerned if you're faced with the same problems as last year. Wealth creation is a series of graduating to new problems. I usually look up to some people who have positive problems, like having too many visitors or forgetting to eat some chocolate that they left on their table. The person I'm talking about knows herself. But well, on a real, let's say in business, our first problem was getting the first customer. Then it was to getting regular clients, then making them happy, then being profitable. One day it might just be reporting issues to a board of directors or competing favorably on a stock exchange when we get there. Employee wages, all those things could possibly come our way, and these will be problems for the future. But even if you foresee these problems, it does not mean that they won't come. But as you tackle each, you grow. Even if they mutate to a different form, you just have to mutate too. Number 4, barriers to entry seem daunting to you as they are to everyone else, hence making them a wealth secret to those who overcome them and get to the other side. When we start any business, it seems pretty straightforward. Sell the product or service to many clients, make more than you spend. You become so valuable that you're either offered a huge sum by investors to buy into your company or go public and your stake is worth a fortune. And maybe, yes, ensure its value keeps growing till you die and it takes care of your kids, or take what you've been given and spend it till you die. But who says what you sell will be bought by everyone you reach, or that you will become profitable, or that the value you offer will even ever be spotted? What about employee care and payment, or sharing your vision? What if you are sued or heavily taxed? If this happens, it's happening to everyone. It is happening to everyone, and if you stop where you are, you won't get to the other side. If you do not stop, you probably get to the other side you envision, or one which is different but a step ahead of where you are. Our director of studies once said, "The success ladder is crowded at the bottom and lonely at the top." We can change this narrative if we take the steps individually and as a community. I do not consider this a utopian illusion, but something we dare to dream. Number 5, give and you will receive. The last one, the oldest and easiest of them all, also biblical in Luke 6:38. However, even the non-religious, the wealthy, shall always hear that they have a foundation, they are giving to charity, and some go on to share knowledge and technical support, something I saw vividly in the Netflix documentary on Bill Gates. Most often their fortunes increase too, and yes, I know some people get furious with that, but we just got to admit it is a golden principle. Give and you will receive. The reception back is not only monetary, neither is one entitled to receive back what they have given, but also they have fulfillment, social capital, leisure, among others. This one is closely linked to another. He talks about losing one's O of money. Gaining or losing it isn't the worst thing that can happen to you. Wielding it with ease as a useful tool enables you to grow it. I am sure someone is thinking, oh, easy for this person to say money is the only thing between survival and death. But the more I convince myself, the more I can easily handle the coming and going of money without getting too attached or too ruined by its loss. So a recap of what some of the five out of the 50 ways of debunking financial myths from Douglas Kruger. Number 1, say yes to a task, figure out how later. 2, your prosperity now or in the future doesn't impoverish others, at least not always. 3, you are not unsuccessful if you face problems. Be concerned if you're faced with the same problems as last year. Wealth creation is a series of graduating to new problems. Number 4, barriers to entry seem daunting to you as to everyone else, hence making them a wealth secret to those who overcome and get to the other side. And number 5, give and you will receive while losing your all of money. I also loved his final motivational thought. Consider it a bonus point here. The wealth you desire is not separated from you by a number of years, but a number of actions. FYI, some people's actions are less or more than others, so it's about getting to our destination. For me, learning and having fun while getting there. What do you think? Share in the comments, give us a like and subscribe. Thank you.